Today I'm working on a late 70s Ford Bronco grill. I had it polished. I believe it was anodized, and I had it stripped down, went over it with some refinishing wheels to get all of it off. It had quite a bit of pitting, and just little blemishes from over the years. Not sure how old this grill is. I don't think it's factory, but anyway, I'm going to do a little demonstration with the Renegade red prep wheel. They say it works as well as maybe a 320 grit sandpaper, and but they also suggest after you go over it with this wheel, it wouldn't hurt to wet sand it maybe with a 320. You can do as much as you want, but I think 320 to 400 is about as much as you really need to do, because the rouge is going to cut down the rest of it unless you got some serious pitting and marking going on. As you see, I don't know if the video picks it up that well, but you can see like those little blemishes in there, and little gouges or whatnot over here as well. I mean, it shines, it looks good, but of course this is like not a before, because I didn't take any pictures or anything before I did this, but it basically just looked like the inside of an aluminum wheel that's been on a truck for a while. It's just got that kind of, it's like oxidation on it, kind of surface pitting. You can just feel it with your fingers. You can polish it, but it just looks like it's been pelted with something. But here is the after of the Renegade wheel on the polisher. And I think I'm gonna do, you can see how it's uniformed very well now. Of course, except for down here, I haven't done that yet. And I'm gonna see if I can get the camera to sit up, and I'm gonna do a little spot real fast to show. As you can see, this is a double-sided wheel, and what that does is it helps blend, so it doesn't leave like, like a wheel finish the way like a groove or whatnot. You also want to keep moving with this. You don't want to stay in one spot because of what it does, but you can see how well that does as far as knocking out blemishes. Compared to like I polished that, I just didn't like the way it looked before doing this, but as you see now, it's all uniform. So now when I come back over it with the rouge, that'll definitely look good. I think maybe, let me try this little spot here and see how this turns out. Now, as you can see, get out of the sun, how well that's uniformed and straight. To where, you know, you also want to make sure you kind of go the same way as much as you can, so the hash marks are all going the same way, so you're not going like similar to all the motors to where you don't have swirls going this way. That way it's all working one direction, kind of like as best you can, whatever direction you'd want to go, but nice long streaks is what I like. Haven't had any complaints yet, but going to get back on this. Got to get this hopefully complete by the weekend. But yeah, definitely is coming out better than what it was. It shined. It definitely had a good shine, but it was just, you could just see too many blemishes in it. And I don't know if this, I guess because the metal is so thin, could have gone on there a little aggressive, but you can see the shine that it will have, but it just needs to be more uniform. So hopefully by tomorrow this will be done. The main thing with the wheels like that, when you're dealing with, I think I got this on like 2,600, I think, RPMs. But the biggest thing with wheels like that, what you want to do, you don't want to stay in one spot. You just want to kind of always keep moving, but you don't want to be moving really fast because then you might miss. But the idea is to get it uniform. Now, these are my techniques. Again, these videos are for entertainment purposes only. If you're learning something, that's cool. If you're not, that's cool too. But this is kind of what I'm into, what I do. Besides all the trucks and things like that, engines and wheels. But this should turn out nice. Now, I'm pretty sure this is an aftermarket grill. So it definitely doesn't have like billet shining qualities, but it will shine. But it's just not going to have, you know, it's not going to look like a billet grill. But it definitely looks better than what it was when it came here. I didn't take any photos and videos and whatnot of it. I just kind of got started on it. But let me see if I find something here that has similar. This is some stuff I had on my trailer, like border edge, but it kind of had that like quality to it, just that dull aluminum, whatever you'd want to call it. But this, I'm pretty sure that it was anodized though, because it just had, I sanded on it and you could just see kind of stuff like kind of peeling away or whatnot. But that's pretty much what it is, what it feels like. I don't think it's stainless. It doesn't have that kind of properties to it, that kind of feel, but that's what it was. It was kind of pitted and just not so much raw, but the way it was pitting like underneath and kind of bubbling out like cancer. So that's what made me think, I'm pretty sure it was anodized. But that, besides, like I said, right here you see right there, for instance, that's just age. I don't know how long this has been on the truck, but I'm not finding anything that says Ford on it. I think that they would have some kind of markings, you know, Ford truck or whatnot, but this one does not. But anyway, thought I'd share a quick little video doing some polishing today, some sanding. But yeah, I think this is going to turn out really well. I use mainly Renegade products. That's not a plug, but I guess in a way it is a plug. But they just have the best stuff I have used so far. The wheels, everything just lasts longer than anything I've used, and it just holds up well. Everything, they ship fast, all that good stuff. Yeah, I have no complaints with the Renegade products I've used over the years. But like I said, you can see the difference. But look how uniform, and I just went over, I just kind of gave it a quick skim, of course. This is for a quick little video, and you get the idea of what I'm doing. So some people like to point out things that, well, you didn't work on that long enough, or you kind of skimmed over it. Yes, I did, but you get the idea. If you mess with this stuff, you get the idea. You know what I mean? But you see how uniform that is. It looks like kind of just one piece and not kind of like a little random little gouge here, random little line there. Because when you shine this stuff up, you see everything. So you definitely want to get it as smooth and uniform as possible, and that definitely will turn out nice. But like I said, that was just a quick little skim, just to make a quick little video, give you an idea. This little section here I worked on a little bit longer, so everything's kind of feathered out nicely. I still got to do inside of these and whatnot, but overall the idea of it is done until I polish it with the rouge. And then I shouldn't have, well, I'm going to wet sand it as well, just to kind of double check everything and make sure everything's kind of uniform as possible. Uniform is the key to where it doesn't look, well, you see some dings and stuff it's got. I don't know how old this is. You see some dings. It's kind of bent in some areas. Like I said, it's not a new grill or perfect. The guy just wanted to see what we could do with it, and I'm gonna see what I can do with it. So thanks for listening and watching. I'll be back.